about Hackertale by answering questions by the people. Chevy B8F asked, isn't Hacker Sans just Error Sans? I can see why there can be a misunderstanding. I think it's the scarf. I didn't mean to copy. I wanted to give Hacker Sans a cozy fit as a hacker, including a scarf instead of headphones. And as far as I'm aware, Error's backstory is much more complicated. If anything, Hacker's backstory is closer to Dust/Murder from Dusttale. Anonymous asked, okay, so Hacker Sans is a hacker. What abilities does he have specifically? You never really explained it. Hacker's abilities are inspired by Silver Wolf and Aha's abilities. He's able to turn any attacks aimed at him into pixels, or teleport them away with pixels. He still has the abilities that classic Sans have, like Rapid Fire Bones, Gaster Blasters, and Telekinetic Soul Manipulation. He can also teleport, though his teleportation can go further out into other universes, whether with his physical body or a holographic version of himself. He can also mess with time, pausing, stopping, and rewinding his enemies with both the tablet on his wrist and all by himself. Actually, if he uses his tablet, it means he's not going all out because the tablet has a limit to what he can actually do. A special ability he has is hacking into the minds of his alternate selves and take over their bodies and voice. He can basically enter into the matrix of a universe and take over his other selves' mind. Though, this ability has a limit depending on how powerful his counterpart is. Example, if it's Swap Sans, yeah, he'll be able to take over no problem. But if it's Dream Sans, it would take a lot of energy and probably the use of his mask. Anonymous asked, is Hacker based on Silver Wolf? He gives me Silver Wolf vibes. Yep, Silver Wolf from Honkai Star Rail is my main inspiration for Hacker. In fact, Hacker's personality is a mix of classic Sans behavior and Silver Wolf's laid-back attitude. Valentino Mawadi P7M asked, I have a question about Chara and Frisk, what their story at Hackertale AU. Their story is similar to Undertale. By the second reset, the player anomaly took over them as soon as Frisk gave their soul to Chara to continue the genocide routes. Hacker learned about this when he locked up player anomaly, but he couldn't take the risk and took them both away before Frisk could meet Toriel. Chara and Frisk are currently imprisoned in the code of Hacker Sans' universe. Not the save screen, the actual code spun into a cage. Anonymous asked, I'm curious on how powerful Hacker Sans is. You said he's not like Error, but he's also like level 500, right? His level, due to hacking, is 200 without his mask. With his mask, his level is 500. He basically purposely nerfed himself to not rely on Aha's power. As for how powerful, I'm not entirely sure since I haven't completely researched on the power scale of the other Sans, but without his mask, I'd have to estimate that he's weaker than Nightmare, Dream, Ink, and Error. But he is stronger than the Murder Time trio. Anonymous asked, I have a question about Hacker Sans. What are his thoughts on Error, Ink, and Fresh Sans? You can look them up if you don't know who they are. I'm curious because Hacker would be a Sans like them, wouldn't he? I think so. I think he would find Error interesting and maybe attempt to annoy him. The strings he uses might give Hacker some PTSD from being Aha's puppet, but he can recover from it just fine. Hacker would love making art with ink, and maybe attempt to try to hack Ink's mind to try to give him emotions instead of his vials, but would find it challenging. As for Fresh, Hacker would keep his distance and would put up an antivirus whenever he's around so he doesn't take over him. The only virus Hacker gives is for him to access stuff privately, so a parasite virus is something he tries to keep safe from. Sans AU Fanatic 2 10373 asked, Hacker Sans looks really interesting, though I'm kind of confused on why he has two clothes in your recent post. Oh, thank you for noticing. So, when I was designing a color palette for Hacker, I actually found out that hackers are color-coded, depending on experience and intention. His first outfit is a mix of black and green, which symbolizes the fact that he's a new hacker and his intention for hacking is to level up to defeat the pixel monsters. His gloves are dark blue to indicate he's also looking for flaws while hacking through Aha's game to bypass them and fix them for the next stage. His second outfit has more blue, less black, and no green. He's no longer a new hacker, and his intent when hacking is to look for flaws in the matrices of each universe to find their flaws to either fix them, or, with his black gloves and dark colors hidden under his blue coat, take advantage of them with unpleasant intentions. Anonymous asked, would Hacker Sans with the bad Sans or an ally of the Star Sans? Good question. I'm not sure, though I can see both sides trying to recruit or ally with him. Hacker is useful as a Star Sans' ally, being able to look through the universes to stop the bad Sanses. Hacker's also useful as a bad sans, given his skills and slight malicious tendencies. Maybe you guys can help me with that? Comment down what you guys think. Anonymous asked, what's Hacker's dynamic with the other Sanses? Hacker gets along with most of them. He can be an annoying pest if he wanted, trolling them sometimes, or when he's fighting, acting weak before springing them with an attack. He can also be manipulative with some of them, convincing them to get any info he wants. That's all the questions. You guys can comment down if you have any more.